Imagine standing at the edge of a lush, emerald forest. Sunlight weaves through a canopy of leaves, dappling the ground in shifting patterns of gold and green. The air is cool and fragrant, carrying the scent of earth, moss, and the faint sweetness of wildflowers. As you step forward, the gentle crunch of leaves underfoot and the distant song of a bird blend into a calming symphony. In this sacred space, you are invited to experience a practice that has transformed countless lives, Shinrin-yoku, or forest bathing. Originating in Japan in the early 1980s, Shinrin-yoku is more than just a walk in the woods. It is a deliberate, mindful immersion in the sights, sounds, and sensations of the natural world. The term itself translates to taking in the forest atmosphere, or forest bathing, and it is rooted in ancient traditions that recognize the profound connection between humans and nature. In a world increasingly dominated by concrete and screens, Shinrin-yoku offers a path back to spiritual equilibrium, a way to restore balance, reduce stress, and nurture the soul. At its core, forest therapy is about presence. It is an invitation to slow down, to engage each of your senses, and to allow the natural environment to guide you into a state of calm awareness. There is no destination to reach, no goal to achieve. You simply wander, observe, and open yourself to the subtle wisdom of the forest. Begin by taking a few deep breaths. Feel the cool air fill your lungs, and with each exhale, release the tension that has accumulated in your body. As you move through the forest, notice the texture of the bark beneath your fingertips, the delicate veins tracing the surface of a leaf, the vibrant tapestry of moss covering ancient stones. Listen to the rustle of wind through the branches, the distant call of a woodpecker, the soft trickle of a hidden stream. Each sensation is an invitation to return to yourself, to remember that you are a part of this living, breathing world. Science now affirms what ancient wisdom has long understood. Spending time in nature is profoundly healing. Studies in Japan and around the world have shown that forest therapy can lower blood pressure, reduce levels of the stress hormone cortisol, and boost the immune system. The essential oils released by trees, known as phytoncides, have been found to increase the activity of natural killer cells, supporting the body's ability to fight disease. But beyond these measurable benefits, there is something ineffable that occurs when we surrender to the embrace of the forest, a quiet sense of belonging, a rekindling of wonder. In Japanese culture, the forest is revered as a sacred place, a dwelling for gods and spirits. Folklore is rich with stories of kami, the divine beings believed to inhabit ancient trees, rocks, and rivers. When you enter the forest with reverence, you step into this world of mystery and grace. You may notice a sudden hush, a deep stillness that settles around you like a gentle cloak. In these moments, the boundary between self and nature begins to dissolve, and you experience a sense of unity, a reminder that, though you may feel separate, you are never truly alone. To practice Shinrin-yoku, you do not need any special equipment or knowledge. The most important thing is your intention, to be present, to listen, and to receive. Leave behind your phone, your to-do lists, your need to capture every moment. Instead, allow yourself to be guided by curiosity and openness. If you feel drawn to a particular tree, sit beneath it and rest. If a stream catches your attention, pause to watch the water dance over smooth stones. Let your senses lead you and trust that the forest will offer what you need. As you move through the forest, you may find your mind beginning to quiet. The constant chatter of worries and plans fades into the background, replaced by a gentle awareness of the here and now. This is the heart of spiritual health, learning to dwell fully in the present, to let go of striving and simply be. In this state of mindfulness, you may encounter moments of insight or inspiration, a sense of clarity that arises unbidden. Or you may simply feel a deep sense of peace, a quiet joy that lingers long after you leave the woods. Forest therapy also invites us to cultivate gratitude. Notice the intricate beauty of a wildflower, the resilience of a sapling growing from a fallen log, the silent strength of an ancient cedar. Each element of the forest is a teacher, offering lessons in patience, adaptability, and interdependence. By acknowledging the gifts of the natural world, we deepen our sense of connection and foster a spirit of humility. For those seeking spiritual health, Shinrin-yoku is a practice of returning to the body, to the breath, to the rhythms of the earth. It is a reminder that healing does not always require grand gestures or distant retreats. Sometimes, it is as simple as stepping outside and opening your senses to the world around you. In the quiet stillness of the forest, you may rediscover a sense of awe, a feeling of reverence that infuses each moment with meaning. You do not need to travel to distant mountains or pristine wilderness to experience the benefits of forest therapy. Even a small urban park or a quiet grove of trees can offer sanctuary. What matters is your willingness to pause, to listen, and to receive. Over time, you may find that this practice transforms not only your relationship with nature, but also your relationship with yourself. As you leave the forest, carry its gifts with you. Remember the feeling of cool moss beneath your feet, the sound of wind in the trees, the sense of spaciousness in your heart. Let these memories anchor you in times of stress or uncertainty, a reminder that peace is always within reach. And when the world feels overwhelming, know that you can return to the forest again and again to restore your spirit and renew your sense of wonder. In the wisdom of the East, spiritual health is not a destination, but a journey, a continuous unfolding of awareness, compassion, and connection. Through the simple practice of Shinrin-yoku, you are invited to walk this path, guided by the quiet presence of the forest. As you do, may you find healing, inspiration, and a deep sense of belonging in the embrace of the natural world.